can't see me. What happened? Am I not live? Alright, great. We have a wonderful. We got a quite a problem here. Okay, that's display. We gotta. Shit! I can't. Y'all can't see anything I do. Y'all literally can't see me. Even if I turn the light on, y'all still won't be able to see me. We got a slight problem, so y'all won't really be able to see me for today's stream. We're having technical difficulties, so once again, welcome to the world of technology. So we're just gonna try to get right into the stream. Y'all will not be able to see me, but there's quite literally a video capture. Because it's literally connected. Well, that's how life's gonna have to be today. Welcome. Good afternoon. I know my stream's a little late anyway. Don't worry about it. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watch Miss here with your latest update on the tropics. As you can see, we currently have Tropical Cyclone Patty. It's now reached its peak intensity, about 40 knots, about 45 miles per hour, with a minimum central air pressure of 988 millibars. I did not change that. I think it still says like 1007. Oh well, who cares? It's fine. Oh, God dang it, that moved. So this is what we're going to be talking about. So here's Tropical Cyclone Patty, as you can see. There it is right there, 01S Tropical Cyclone Patty, the first one of this hurricane season. Cyclone season, I should say. Let's just take a look and see what we're looking at here. So this is what we're dealing with. So it is just to the south of the Indian Ocean territory. Well, to the south is Australia down here. Yeah, like Singapore and stuff up here in this region. So we're currently watching this system. It's not really going to be anything to affect land, but it is something they watch. It's something interesting and something very, very something cool that we get to track, watch, and kind of predict. So that's what we're looking at right now with that tropical system. It is not really going to do much of anything. Also, that storm in the that storm here in the off the coast of, well, it's falling apart. It's being completely sheared. It looks horrible. It's just not looking good. It is just, yeah, that's what we're looking at. It was actually reached a depression stage here. It actually reached a tropical depression with winds reaching all the way up to 30 miles an hour, and all the way up to 30 miles per hour it was. It was actually starting to look pretty good, but then it just sort of weakened, and it's now down to about 25 miles an hour. Air pressure, it peaked at 30 miles an hour with an air pressure of 1,003 millibars. It is way back down to 25 miles an hour with an air pressure of 1,007 millibars. So that's currently what we're looking at and what we are dealing with now. So if we go all the way to today. So as you can see, it has you can kind of see where the winds are sort of rotating around this area of low pressure. Area low pressure is it's kind of degenerating back into a tropical wave. It's kind of doing this, but you're still getting winds from the south, getting winds from here. It's very generally elongated, kind of like this is the area of rotation, but it's a little bit more concentrated in this area. Anyway, the closest area of convection is literally off the coast of Somalia. Alright, here's Oman, here's Yemen, the Emirate, the UAE is here, and Saudi Arabia is over here, and Somalia is down here, and Ethiopia is like way over here. Anyway, here's the only area of convection really associated with this storm. So if we just kind of look at this tropical system, You can see in the right-hand corner, the top right-hand corner of the stream, what we're looking at and what we're dealing with. That is the system. Okay, and this is what we're looking at, and this is honestly what we're dealing with. So, tropical. I can't spell. Like that's freaking pissed me off. Okay. Tropical cyclone Patty. The air pressure is 988 millibars. I know today's probably not gonna be a very good stream either because I just got back from college. And yeah, it is 988 millibars. There's that system in the Mediterranean Sea we're also looking at and we're also watching, but this is currently what we're looking at here with this system. So as you can clearly see, there's this convection down here. It's still bubbling up, but the area of deep thunderstorm convection. Now, if we kind of go here to settings and do the past 24 hours, you'll have a better idea in terms of what this storm looked like. So you can kind of see 24 hours ago, yesterday afternoon, you can see a lot of blow up and convection. But then you can kind of see it just continues to get blown over. What I mean by that is the convection is basically blown off to the off away from the. So there you go. You can clearly see that is where the area of center of circulation. It was clearly exposed, but there was still some convection near it. But today, as you're going to see, that convection has been blown way off. There's no longer convection anywhere near it. Hundreds of miles away is now where we're seeing the closest amount of convection, just off the coast of northeastern Somalia, approaching the Gulf of Aden. So that's what we're looking at right now. Not looking very, very good for this tropical disturbance. It's not going to develop into anything. Maybe bring some rain. Maybe bring some rain to Somalia. But even that, I don't even know if that's going to happen. There's so much dry air and stuff. So I honestly and generally don't see that developing into anything, interesting, in my opinion, just because we're just not seeing it. So that's that system. And then obviously these two systems aren't really going to impact land directly. They're just something we get to watch, something we get to track, something we get to be a little bit excited about here in the world of hurricanes, typhoons, and cyclones. Just, it's kind of fun to watch things that do develop. But nothing, they're not going to turn into anything super powerful. It's just, you can kind of see it's going to an area of more unorganized and more of a unfavorable region. This system could be seeing another system, but by the time it even reaches anywhere near the island of Reunion, and it's going to be falling apart. So they don't really have to worry about it, except maybe for some heavy rain and possibly mudslides, depends on how much rain it brings. But potentially another system right in this region. It's a cluster of thunderstorms at an air pressure of 1,004 millibars. Let me show you the system. The area of low pressure we're talking about is, according to this model, well to the north and to the west-northwest of Patty right now. Let me just sort of show y'all where that it would be. So here's Patty. I would assume it's right in this region. This is the area of low pressure. And I already start to see some spin developing right here. So it's this cluster of thunderstorms right here where my mouse is at. And this is the area of disturbed weather that has the possibility of developing into an area of, convection. So this right here, I don't think this is true. But according to this, it's showing it has winds of nearly 50 miles per hour is what I was saying. Yep, showing winds of about 50 miles an hour is what they're showing here. But that's tropical cyclone Patty. But there's this other area of concerned convection here. Actually, two areas, and they're rotating clockwise. And areas of low pressure do rotate clockwise in the southern hemisphere. So that does show that this is a low pressure system around 2 low level circulation. So this could be our next system that we have to watch. This is according to the GFS. You can kind of go in the future. You can have an idea. It does develop. Takes up quite a while, but really starts to really get itself developed. Now that's just 150 hours out. Isn't until it really starts to get its act together. and that's when that air pressure starts to drop. I think reaching its peak roughly right 987 millibars. So the storm is relatively compact. It's relatively compact, and we got another system up here making its way towards Bangladesh, possibly close to Bangladesh. Don't know the name of this country right here, but we'll just have to see what we're dealing with in that region. So certainly something could certainly come out of it. It is certainly a possibility, but we do think that Patty is just going to, from here on out, going to weaken and eventually dissipate. Then we could get more systems on there here in the future as we get into December. So this model goes all the way out 14 days, roughly, give or take, all the way out to the 8th of December, 2021. So the closer to December, into mid-December, late December to January we go, the more tropical systems and tropical cyclones we could see in the southern Indian Ocean and in the Australian region. So we're going to be closely monitoring this. This definitely just generally this whole region. And Australia does get hit by these tropical cyclones. We've seen it before. We'll be watching that, but that really doesn't come until January. Really nothing exciting. It doesn't become favorable really until January, and that's when we're gonna have to watch it. But there is Patty, as you can see, a low close LLC. I'm gonna go to the Bureau of Meteorology. Let's just click on that. And go to the Bureau of Meteorology. The Australian government, basically Australia's meteorological service. So what are we going to look at? We're going to look at tropical cyclones because we do have that tropical cyclone well off the coast. So there it is. There's tropical cyclone Patty. It is it's a category 1. All right, right now it's a category 1 tropical cyclone. And this is roughly what their cone looks like. Their cone's so big it's not even in the whole picture. So again, it's currently a category 1. It's going to continue. It's going to weaken, and then it's going to just fall apart, completely just fall apart. So there's Christmas Island. It came just to the west of Christmas Island. Luckily, missing it, doing a loop-de-loop, and coming through here, and doing it's a very strange track. It's very, very interesting, but that's currently where it's located at right now. So this is the watch zone. There is no watch or really any warnings. Nothing really happening. Because it's not really, So gale force winds, destructive winds, very destructive winds. And then, more than likely, we will not see this. This will not impact any lands at all, but it is classified as a category 1. So it's not a very, we don't really need to be super duper worried about it. We don't need to be worried about it at all because it will not be impacting this region or any region at all directly. So we're going to watch this, and in the next several days, it's going to dissipate, fall apart, and be gone forever. Taking a look at the North Atlantic, we're going to have to take a look at the North Atlantic just so we have an idea of what we're looking at in terms of tropic-wise. So really, we really aren't going to be seeing anything else really developing. In terms of the tropics, we won't see anything develop. That's going to be super duper intense. We're not going to really see anything on the North Atlantic. Basically, the 2021 North Atlantic hurricane season is shut down and will be more than likely not become of any kind of anything interesting. Mediterranean Sea region. So the possibility of a tropical disturbance, but I don't know. I feel like it's not gonna happen. It's beginning of winter. It's late November, moving into December pretty soon. I just don't see that happening, in my opinion. Really watching the West Pacific, because the West Pacific at times can be pretty active towards the end of the year. So certainly watching for some tropical cyclones here in the future are certainly a possibility because, again, Yeah. Oh, wow. So we do have the latest bulletin information for Tropical Cyclone Patty. I'm going to read that out right now and talk about it. So then this is what we're talking about. This is the Australian Bureau of Meteorology Tropical Cyclone Warning Center for Australia. As you can see here, Tropical Cyclone Patty is the Category 1, was located at 1 a.m. I don't know what CXT means. I was about to say Central Standard Time, but that's not true. Central... I don't know. Some kind of time. Near 13.8 degrees south, 108.3 degrees east. That's 470 kilometers southeast of Christmas Island and slowly moving. Tropical Cyclone Patty is a Category 1 system, lies well southeast of Christmas Island. It is expected to remain a Category 1 system during Tuesday morning as it continues moving slowly south before it then moves west and then starts to weaken from late Tuesday. System is not expected to directly impact Christmas Island, Cocos Islands, or Western Australia mainland. WA. The next information bulletin will be issued at 8 a.m. I'm gonna look at what CXT means because I need to know that so I know what time it's gonna come out. CXT time. Oh, it's Christmas Island time. So it's currently 2:04 a.m. and it's gonna come out at 8 a.m. Come out in 6 hours, which is at like 7 p.m. or something. I can't even know. So we'll be looking at that too closely and be monitoring this. But again, nothing super duper crazy, nothing super in terms of radar. We really don't need. We more than likely will not get anything out of this because national radar probably, it's like way out here. We can't even really get it because it's if I do 256. Yeah, we don't get that, but 64 is like the closest you can get in this general region. But we'll be closely monitoring this here in the future. And what I mean by that is just, monitoring tropical cyclones in the Australian region just because it's a possibility we could see tropical cyclones in the future. And we will see tropical cyclones in Australia here in the future. So, again, we'll closely just see where it goes. So we're going to take a look at the forecast bulletin. Where's this range? 9 a.m. Australia, Western Standard Time. I literally don't even know. This is the latest bulletin. Again, geez. Okay, this is a lot. So, again, Tropical Cyclone Technical Bulletin, Australia, Western Region. Issued by the Australian Bureau of Meteorology Tropical Cyclone Warning Center at 13:04 UTC. What month is that? 22nd month of the year? No, I got really confused. November 22nd, 2021. Tropical Cyclone Patty. For 1200 UTC. Longitude. Moving south of 6 kilometers an hour, about 3 knots. Oh my god, that's like 4, maybe 5 miles per hour. God, it's crawling. Wind gusts as high. Minimum central pressure is 995. The other was saying 988. Look, this is saying 988. Look at that. 988. whatever. Oops. 995 millibars. So again, just kind of gives you an idea of where this is gonna be here in the future. Remember, this is gonna be where it's gonna be at in the future. So, they do think 6 hours. It says it's gonna peak at 992 millibars, and but by even the next 2 days, it's gonna drop below 1,000. It's gonna rise above 1,000 millibars, 1,001, and then eventually reach 1,006 and to be gone. Position determined from animated infrared imagery. Earlier scadometer passes indicated gales wrapping around the southern and western side of the system, and deep convection continues within those quadrants. Patty is a smaller than average system that responded quickly to favorable conditions overnight. However, the system intensity has now plateaued over the last 6 to 12 hours. The Dvorak assessment is based on an initial classification of a T1.0 at 0Z on November 21st, 2021. At 0Z on November 22nd, 2021, it is constrained to 2.5. Although the operational intensity estimate that the time was equivalent to a T3 based on scadometer passes. 1200 UTC are up a 0.7 on the EIR yields DT 3.0, while the organization of this system has improved over the last 24 hours. Wow. There is less deep convection near the system center. Best med is 2.5 based on the D trend. Okay. 1730 UTC. What's our UTC time right now? I'm gonna check that out. 1710. I mean, why did I say 7? I was like, it's 710. Does that mean 7? That'd be 7:30, and I was like 17. No, 1710 would be 5:30. No, 17:30 would be 5:30. Whatever. I'm having a hard time. All right. Cyclone Patty and Invest tornadoes at Hurricane Sam. Okay. Not sure what you're saying. But hello there, people. How's everyone doing today? So we're just kind of like looking at Tropical Cyclone Patty, seeing what we're dealing with here. But really, it's gonna dissipate. Not really a whole lot to talk about today. Not a lot we're dealing with because the system over here is dissipating. That's kind of a bad position there, but yeah, that's what we're looking at. That's where Patty is at currently, well to the north and to the west of Australia, western portion of Australia. I'm gonna fix my camera and figure out what's going on, but it's probably peaking at or near its actual peak. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with and what we're looking at here. So that's what we're looking at with very cool satellite imagery there, as you can clearly see. There's not really a whole lot more to talk about. Just kind of want to do a quick stream here today, show you what we're looking at. You can actually see some convection really blowing up at or near the LLC, the low level circulation there. But nevertheless, a very cool and impressive tropical cyclone there. Not super impressive, not like a Category 5 or anything, but relatively pretty cool and somewhat impressive to look at. Certainly the possibility of, oh wow, was that my imagination? No, I'm gonna see an eye develop there. Y'all see what I'm seeing here? Almost looks like an eye there, look. Right there. Whatever, who cares. So that's what we're looking at there. Oh, shit. There's not a whole lot for me to talk about anymore, but that's what we're watching. That's what we're closely monitoring. Well, I'll probably won't do another tropical video update today because truthfully there's not a lot. I don't really need to say everything. I like to keep these quick and short. I have some schoolwork I gotta go do. I'm gonna fix my camera, see what's going on with it. I gotta get that fixed. And then I gotta go do some stuff for my parents. They need help with Christmas stuff. But that's me for today, guys. I gotta go get some stuff done. So that's me for today, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And with all that being said, peace out.